Hello and welcome back to this Warcraft series. It's going to be the second game of Lyn versus WFZ. Lyn is currently down 0-1, but this is the best of 3, so if he pulls this ahead, there will be a game 3. But if this doesn't, then obviously FWZ wins. Okay, so we have Lyn spawning as the red orc player in the bottom left, and we have no, WFZ. Wow. Spawning as the blue undead player on the top right. Uh, this map is on Death Road. We do have a couple of unique features, like the previous one. Um, I might actually just go ahead and show you guys around. There's quite a few things, but mainly just 2 or 3 unique, how should I say it, anomalies. We have a usual green creep camp over here, nothing really special. We do have an Elder Sasquatch right over here. He is counted as green, but I would technically say he is orange because he can use these trees to summon a bunch of treants. We have an orange creep camp right here, 533, nothing out of the ordinary. The first expansion of players are guarded by just a dire wolf and a couple of trolls. Nothing too difficult right there. Frobog guarded with a bunch of trolls, and they are just, yeah, not really that difficult. We first encounter, we encounter the first, I guess, major feature of this map, which are the skeletons. So these 2 skeletons right here, the marksman and the burning archer. So basically, when you kill these guys, you will be able to use the rune of rebirth. We did see that in action in the previous game. So basically, it just revives the respective droppers of the rune. Second expansion, I believe this is still counted as orange. Nothing too special over here, just, big ass chaos damaging creep. Now this is the red creep camp, and this is a fountain of power, so this is both, I believe, health and mana, so yeah, really beneficial. I don't even know what to call it. Beneficial special thingy. Okay. And of course, Bandlord Camp. This is orange. A lot of high level creep camps right here. Mercenary Camp, obviously guarded by the typical Renegade Wizard Camp. Now we do see Lyn starting off going after that skeleton camp right there. He did go straight after the archer. Now he's going to go after that burning archer right over there. And there we go. Lyn does have those 2 archers, and he is going to actually withdraw from this. The giant skeletons will not be dealt with instead. Ooh. Instead, WFZ was looking to do something a little funny, but he will be able to retreat, and it's now becoming nighttime. Dust is apparent. Ooh, not sure why the dust was there, but oh well. There we go with that Blade Master. Oh, scroll speed as well. Blade Master will be able to chase that Crypt Fiend. I believe the dust appearance will be used. Maybe. Oh wow, skeletons even being used, and there we go with another waypoint play. I forgot to mention that waypoint, which is a significant feature for this map. Obviously, it's a little weird. Blade Master finally has been dusted, but he was able to take down a Crypt Fiend. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but so is WFZ. He is going to lose at least 1 Crypt Fiend. He might be losing a second one, but that DK, I believe, will be able to get that Death Coil out. There we go. That will be his last for quite some time. Okay, that was a little messy right there. What I did notice right now was that Lyn actually stole WFZ's own skeletons, which actually makes sense in why WFZ was actually dabbling with that waypoint or waygate, and of course why Lyn disengaged from the rest of the skeletons. Now we do see tier 2 halfway completed for WFZ. and is still producing crit fiends. Now note that we do have a line of sight blocker right here. These toll brushes, great way for a backdoor, and of course a great way to place down those towers if you are a human player. Okay, Lin is almost completed with his tier 2. I believe, yeah, he's a little bit earlier than his opponent. But obviously that didn't really help him in game 1. Blade Master does have double circlets. He is still at level 1 right now, so he is not going to deal as much damage as you would if he was level 2 or if he was level 3. Now the Crypt Fiends, surprisingly enough, just enduring that Blade Master. I'm surprised that WFZ hasn't really engaged that Blade Master, and there we go with the Windwalk. We might have the Crypt Fiend being taken down. We might need 2 hits right over there, and there we go. Unfortunately, the DK was not able to get off a deny, or he was, nor was he able to get off a Death Coil. Now, this is not really the best of openings for WFZ right now. He has yet to get a kill on his DK, and of course he lost about 2 or 3 Crypt Fiends, within this match. So he's going to resort to the easy green creep camps right over here, and of course Lena's got to get himself his own, or at least his own territory archers. And now note that these guys don't exactly cost food, to my knowledge, so essentially he has 4 free units, and of course, kind of a mini Naga Sea Witch in terms of these skeletal marksmen, and of course just hard-hitting archers who can use their Searing Arrows ability against buildings. Skeletal Marksman, for some reason, taking a lot of damage from that Furbog, but will be able to be lived. No, this one's going to be taken down. A misjudgment right there. We do have Fairy Fire on these orcs, but I believe they will be able to, I guess they won't really be affected by it after the clearing. Blade Master is still running around. He does have a Potion of Divinity. That is the fullest 15-second vulnerability potion, compared to the ordinary 15-second one, and of course the lesser version, the 7-second? I completely forgot. I believe it was a 7-second one as well. Okay, Potion of Greater Healing. That is going to be extremely beneficial, especially for someone, either the Shadow Hunter or the Blade Master. Okay, Lich is out. Tier 3 is about to be completed. I honestly think that WFZ should place down a Ziggurat over here just in case, for funny business like that Blade Master before. But we will not have that. Lin is going to be clearing this out, and I believe his opponent is aware of that, seeing as the skeleton did pass by. Or at least I was hoping that WFZ was aware of this, but he was not, as he used a charge of Dust Appearance. Okay. Now the Shadow Hunter, surprisingly enough, is already at level 3, so I am actually surprised to see that so quickly. We have a Ring of Generation on that Blade Master, as well as a Gloves of Haste. Shadow Hunter, nothing new so far. And we have a Turn Chieftain out as well for Lin. So this is going to be very interesting. 15 food has been invested into heroes, so this, like I said, is going to be rather interesting. I mean, last time he did take a Alchemist, which was an interesting choice. I'm surprised that we haven't seen the, the healing spray. I think the acid bomb was primarily used. I completely did not see his third ability, which I don't think happened, which was Chemical Rage, I believe it was called. Or maybe that was his ultimate. No, his ultimate's Transmute. Would have liked to see either. Now the Shade is out for WFZ, so he can spot that Blade Master, but there we go. We do hear Berserks from those Troll Berserkers and a TP scroll coming in from the DK as well. Destroyer will be able to live on as Lin is going to take down his own Burning Archer. So far,
A player's forces are under attack.
he lost 3 out of his 4 free units. I'm not sure if it was out of miscontrol or he just found no use for them anymore. I don't know. Staff of Silence is going to be picked up. A rather common item dropped from the Maiden of Pain from the past games we've seen. Now the Shade will be able to spot this clearing so far. Fountain of Power obviously healing both sides of the fight, but now the Ensnare will be able to get that Nether Drake out of the range. And no item has been dropped. Blade Master still running around. He does have +9 claws of attack, as well as that Purge Ball right there, the Orb of Lightning, which has the chance to dispel or purge an effect, such as Frost Armor, for instance. It's a perfect item against a Frost Armor Lich. But of course, it's also possible to take down Hex, which is something you really got to consider. Now, I believe Lin is aware of the Shade. Yeah, there we go. Is aware of the Shade, so he really can't get off that Bandit Lord, and the Mana Stone will be picked up. Interesting item, Flare Gun, has been dropped in this game. So Flare Gun basically is the flare ability from the mortar teams if you research it and if you have Fortress. Basically a reveal in a map. I don't think it reveals invisible units, but doesn't really matter as the Shade is available. Frost Worm for WFZ, this is a rather huge investment and a rather squishy one as well. This one is only light armored, so you need to be a little bit careful. 6% reduction. Meanwhile, we look at a Troll Berserker. 0. Oh yeah, he's got no armor, which is a rather risky move as well. 2 Destroyers, 1 Frost Worm. We do have a massive War Stomp there for the Eternal Chieftain, and Dust's appearance has been used on the Orc army, but nothing is going to be happening. We do have Staff of Silence. I'm not sure if it's been used yet. 7-second invulnerability potion on that Eternal Chieftain as well, just in case if he gets targeted, or he might be able to give that to the Blade Master once that is out. But he does have the Greater Healing Potion right now, and there we go. The Blade Master is going straight after one of those Destroyers and snare on that Frost Worm. So the Frost Worm is going to be targeted. I'm not sure what WFZ is trying to do. He did Death Coil that Frost Worm, but the DPS from that Blade Master is just too great. There we go with the Hex, but I believe it will, yes, there we go, it will be deactivated, and the DK is going to start channeling his TP. Even though he is at the foot of his base, I believe Lin could just easily charge in there. Not really that many towers. We do have a Nubian and we do have the Black Citadel. That's pretty much it. We do have a Frost Worm, the second one coming out for WFZ. Like I said, rather a squishy and huge investment right there. Frost Worms, I believe, are 7 food. I might be wrong. It might be 5. It might be 7. I believe it is 7. Still, rather risky to take that. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely incredible. It does 93 to 115 damage. I can't tell which one is land and which one is air. But still, that is a huge amount. I mean, look at it. Even if it's air, that does a ton of damage. It took Lin forever to kill that Nether Drake. Level 3 on the Lich. He does have a great amount of potion. Maiden of Pain has yet to be killed, so we can't see the item being picked up. It is going to be a Kajir's Gem of Strength. Not exactly as useful compared to the Staff of Silence, but it is rather a nice item, especially for the DK. And here we go right now, the Raiders and the Blade Master will be spotted. Insta TP for the WFZ,
A
and
player's
he will be able
forces
to
are under
retreat.
attack.
Where is his second Frost Room? I am not sure. Renegade Wizard is going to be cleared out. Blade Master is a quarter of a way there to level 5. Same thing for the Turn Chieftain, except he is level 4, and the Shadowhunter is just a couple kills away from level 5. Either level 3 Hex or level 3 Healing Wave. I believe Healing Wave is going to be the choice of ability, or the ability of choice, seeing as, you know, you have a chance to really remove that Hex ability with that Purge Ball, which not ideal, so, you know, rather take the sure thing, which is the level 3 Healing Wave. Now he'll go with a big push right now. I believe Pillage has been researched. If not, then that is a rather disappointing turn of events, but yes, it does look like Pillage has been researched. The Raiders and the two Grunts will be able to generate some resources after, you know, taking a few hits against those buildings. And here we go, 2 Frost Worms. You couldn't see that much damage, seeing as the Grunt was actually healed with the Healing Wave. And there we go with a little bit of engagement right now. We do have 1 Frost Worm taken down rather quickly as well, despite being a 7 food supply. There with the TP, instant TP again from the DK. Unfortunately, he will be spotting over there. Flares have been used, but nothing really can happen as there is no way of healing except for a health pot, which he just used. Death Pact has been used to take down a Crypt Fiend, but that is pretty much double-edged sword as he is reducing his own army supply. And there we go, Lin is going to overwhelm his opponent. Yeah, so we are indeed going to a game 3, which, by the way, looks like it is going to be a long game, so it's 1 a.m. and I believe I should be sleeping. I will cast game 3, and I believe Zotac is ongoing right now, so hopefully I can get a Zotac series out as well as game 3. So I do apologize for that. Thank you for your patience, and I'll see you guys next time.